Yo, yo, yo. It's been some time since I posted anything here, so I guess it's time to come back. I always have ambitions of doing massive big vlogs and covering everything, so I'm gonna try to make it smaller and just more often. I think that's a good step of doing it, and I hope you guys appreciate it. So I can't show too much because we're doing some cryptic stuff, which I will probably share at a later stage. But I can show a little bit what I have done so far. And today I think I will try to, I got a new product. So I got this thing from CanChecked. It's a small module. It's called MCE18. And it's input module, so it's a CAN bus module that can do in and outputs basically with a AMP34 connector. And the nice thing with this one is that it should have a protocol for Motec. So I'm gonna try to put it in there with some half quick done wiring just to get it connected, and then I'm gonna go through the software. That's the plan. But let's first unpack it and see how it actually looks when you get the box so you guys can see it. So this is the thing. Small box, super nice. MCE18. Not super expensive. Cost a couple of $100. Whenever you get it, you get 2 stickers. And then you get the unit itself. So it's nicely packed. You get these 2 jumpers, which you can, I believe you can use them inside. So you can open this thing up and you can use them inside to, I believe, is it to add termination on the end? I'm not really sure here, so I'm speaking out of pure guessing. But I believe you can do some jumpering inside. I think everything is in the manual, so we can look it up later on. And then you get pins. These are normal pins that you use for the specific plier. I have a specific one for this because this is the same that I have for the Motec. So these are really nice to go to. But in the end, it's an amp connector, mounting points, nice 3D printed housing with a nice logo. And also here you have a small indicator if it's on or not. So I'm gonna put it in, show you how it's connected, and then we're gonna go through the software to see how it works and if I can get it to work directly with Motec without doing custom CAN bus protocols, which you can do with this one if you want to. So give me some seconds and I will connect it. Alrighty, got it connected. Just did a quick fix connection on it, so it doesn't look pretty, but it works. So I have a setup here, so I'm gonna record the screen. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna configure it and play around with it, but this is basically how it looks like. So I got the box here, quick connected with some wires for CAN bus and also put a resistor over there. And then I have actually the ride height sensors. So there's one in the rear and one in the front, and it's a Cosworth sensor. So these are getting picked up by the CAN module, and then I want them here. So let's see if we can figure it out and see how difficult it is. So let's go to the screen and I will do some screen sharing. So I got the software from, I got the laptop over there at the car. So basically they provide also a software for the module. So you could either open up the box and connect a micro USB inside of there, or you can actually pin it directly on the pin in the amp connector. So then you get a normal USB. So that is connected. So right now I'm connected to the box, and here you can also see you know, the voltages. I already see that I have some reading on one of the sensors. The other one isn't connected, so it shouldn't read anything. So you can see all of the live data here. So then even if you have some digital inputs, outputs, like all of this, frequencies, everything you can actually see here. And also if you have any CAN arrows, which I don't, that's good, then you would see them here as well. On the settings, here are a bunch of protocols. So I think this is the nice thing because I'm running Motec and they have a bunch of them. So you can actually see that here they have some EMU, I think this is ECU master, and then they have different protocols for Haltech. So basically, if you have an I/O module from Haltech, which is an A or a B or A and B, and then Motec has a unit called E888 or E888, and this is basically the expansion module for Motec stuff. So let's choose that. I know I want 1 megabits of speed. I think 50 hertz should be okay. Maybe we can do, let's do 100 hertz, see what happens. And then I think here, hold on, we need to check. This is my dash. And because I already have a 888 module, as you can see here, we need to have another one. Luckily, I'm pretty sure this doesn't have the stock CAN ID. Exactly. So this one has F4, and the first one would be F0. So what we could do is that we can actually say that this one would be 0F0, AAA, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, save it. And it goes to the box. Perfect, saved. And here we could then add another module. So we're saying that we're adding a Motec 888. We'll call it CanChecked test. And it's on canvas 2 on that dash. Save it. And then let's see, which one did we have? We had A in 1. So that should be, wait, so this is 1. So they have 0 here. And 888 has actually 1. So you can actually see that the CanChecked actually has 1 more analog input than the 888 has. So it's actually nicer. So let's do, it's gonna be then O2, this one. Let's see, so let's, what should we call it? Maybe we just do a GP general purpose, maybe, I don't know. Let's do a temperature, or do we have anything that's called linear or something like that? So this is basically Motec's way of you know, allocating inputs into channels. So this would then, let's see what we have. We have current, we have distance. I mean, we could do distance. I mean, it does make sense. I'm pretty sure these are ride heights. Right. Yeah, so we could actually do ride height sensors. Static ride height front, static ride height here. Okay, let's do, just for the test, we'll do a GP, let's say GP, I don't know. Oh, wait, GP temp. Let's do a GP temp 1 for testing here. And then let's calibrate it. I'm pretty sure that, let's see like this. I will try to check what it will show me if I were to, no, it's gonna be 0 here. So this is actually not completely 0 right now, but I know it. So let's do voltage. If it's 0 volt, we say it's 0 temperature, just for test. And then if it's 5 volts, then it's, I don't know, say, let's do it for easy, 500 degrees. So we have a linear curve. And I know that this crossword sensor does give out 0 to 5 volts. So let's do that, that's calibrated. So already here we have 0.46 volts. So technically we should already see something. So let's upload this to the dash and see what it says. Should work this easy, but you know, I'm not sure. Let's try it. Come on. And then we can actually use a function here in Motec, which is called monitor channels. As soon as the dash restarts, we can actually monitor channels. So let's see, what do we call it? GP1, GP1 temp, where is that? Here, look. So we said that 5 volts would be 500 degrees, so 0.46 volts should be 45 degrees. Amazing. Let's see if I can remove it, the obstacle I have there. And let's see if we can get this done. And now we should basically go up all the way to 500 volts. It's actually, I don't know why it's not actually fully showing 5 volts. Maybe it's 595. So maybe it is correct. But I mean, if you see it here, we're reading 592, 593, and it's reading 592, 593 here as well. Sorry, 492, So it's really nice. So if we go back, and from this perspective, so technically, you could actually add, I mean, you could add a couple of more units. I think, no? Okay, maybe I'm limited to just 2, that's strange. Didn't know that was a thing. But yeah, so all of the inputs that you have on the, it's going to be a little bit different, I guess, because if you look at the live data, we do not have any thermocouple connectors on this CanChecked module. So what we have is, so we have analogs, so we have 9 of them. So here, I guess technically you would need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we would need 1 more here somewhere. You could also do it in a different way. I think this is really nice and neat because you can just take it as is, choose here what inputs or what module you want to do, and then connect it. I think what we could do is, I would need to figure it out. Yeah, I mean, we could also here go for a standard message. So we could go for a standard message and call this message, I don't know, say 700. We call it 700, standard, save. So now, when this is 700, then this 5 volts of this GP1 shouldn't be active. Technically shouldn't be active. But I have done crazy things before which are not working. So let's see, GP, wait, am I in the right thing? Monitor. Here we need to be. Let's see, GP temp. Where is it? Am I blind? Here, exactly. So we have it at almost 5 volts, and it's showing nothing here because we changed the CAN bus address. But if we will go to the CanChecked module here and say, yeah, of course, we can't, these predefines can't be changed here. So let's do like this. We clear this one. Yes, remove this thing here. And then I think I already have it, but let's see. So then, the thing is here also is that I believe that they do have these, let me show you. Now it's messy. CanChecked, I believe that they have these predefined DBC files. So if you don't have, if you don't know basically which channels you need, then you could also download the DBC files. I'm pretty sure they have it here. Let me check. So, are these the DBC files? No. These are not. Okay, so wait, here, Google Drive, see. V3, we have V3. And, where is, yeah, here. See, they have a DBC file, basically. So, if we were to download this one, save it. Yeah, I already have it. That's the thing. We can do it anyway for the show. If you download it, and then in Motec here, you would use something called import DBC. But as I already have it, I can show you. So here, you would, in that DBC file, you will get the CAN messaging for this. So in this case, it is 700, fortunately. So you would get these inputs here. So you would have here, you have analog 0 to 3, and here you have 4 to 7. So if we go and edit on this, then it will say that this is base address is 700, and that's what we set. We actually set 700 on this one now. and then receiving channels. So AN1 would be offset 2, length 2. I did a multiply here, so I already cheated because I wanted to try this. So if we go to, so let's see, which one is it? I just want to check here because I did cheat a little bit. Right at front, AM1, yeah, correct. So if we look at the, not this one, upload it first. First and foremost, we need to upload the file so it has the latest one. But they should, because we already generated the channels from the DBC file, when we look at it here now, it should be super clear that AN1 exactly shows 491.23. And I'm guessing this is, so what I'm doing is translating basically this value. So I think it's maybe millivolts this is looking at, because this data type here is unitless. I think this is something I will talk to CanChecked and see if they can set units on it, because at least it would be nice if it would be a voltage data type. So if it's a voltage data type, then it would actually show like 4.9 volts here. But what I did with this one is that I made a table here in Motec, here, ride height front. And this one is basically looking at input channel 1, so that's the one we had. And I'm saying here that 0 is 50 millimeters because that's what's the minimum the sensor can read. And then at 5,000, we have 250 millimeters, and that's the maximum it can read. So basically minimum and maximum translates to these in millimeters, and then I'm outputting that into a channel called ride height front. So if we would then go back online and we look at ride height front, let's go down. Ride height, now we went too far here. Ride height front, exactly. So now it's maximum because we're saying almost 5 volts. So now it's ish 250. But then if I would alter it again, so we put the chair under the sensor, then it should show something different. Exactly. So now it's showing 70 millimeters, and it equals, in this case, to 0.5 volts. So I'm not exactly sure if it's fully correct, but yeah, I need to do some more tweaking on it. Technically, it should be exactly 0 volts would be 50 millimeters. So 0.5 equals 270. So this is how it looks like. I think it's really nice, and also I can show you that with CanChecked, we're doing a little bit of partnering. So I will deep dive into other products as well. So if you look at their homepage, they actually now are providing both tire temperatures and brake temperatures. Really nice. So they have the Bluetooth one, they have the wired one, which I have, and also the wireless one. So the next step would be to connect. I'm going to do a small wire loom for these, and then I'm going to do a short video of that. And also, if you don't want to play around with, cabling, and because CAN bus, for some people, CAN bus can be a bit tedious because you need to have resistors, you need to do the looms in special ways and whatnot. Then they're actually providing this really, I would say, bulletproof or stupid-proof hubs. So you can just connect your input here, power this up, and then distribute your CAN bus over to all of the sensors that you have. So if you have like two tire temperature sensors and in the front and 2 in the back, then you can actually feed the CAN bus and power to one of the ports in this CBD6, and then just distribute it out to those sensors. So it's really nice. This is the MCE that we now looked at. They also have a naked board, which is called CFE18, and it's kind of similar. It doesn't have the USB, so it's a little bit more naked, so to speak. But this one is ideal for, you know, if you want to do a steering wheel, like steering wheel with buttons with CAN bus, then you can actually do this one. So I have one of these as well. I will do a special thing about it, and I can show you guys later. And lastly, I want to also show these thermocouple ones, which they have. Normally, what you do with thermocouples is that you connect, you know, these thermocouple inputs to an expander unit, a bunch of wires, but here you can actually run 4 wires, do thermocouples, and that's it. So really nice thing. So a quick one for today. I think that I wanted to test the CanChecked module, and I think that it works amazing, and it's not expensive. It's like 200 something euros or something like that. So it's not like, if you want to expand your ECU with more in and outputs, then I think it's a superb unit. So I will do a little bit more testing with that, and then I will come back. For the next episode, I think I will just go through the Motec stuff I have, the ECU, because I know some of you guys have actually asked about it. So I'm gonna go through the ECU, kind of the power distribution, what I have, and then kind of how it's linking together. So if you like the video, I mean, subscribe, hit the like button, and also comments. If you have any comments or questions, you know, shoot them in the comment section, and I will answer them. I'm trying to read always. There are not many, so I always read all of them. Yeah, so I think that's about it.